Not a fan of that. And the reason that is, how much time do you really have? Hey there, Coach Devin here. 75 Go Hard Challenge. 75-day Go Hard Challenge. That's a thing I'm hearing all about lately. I'm sure you've heard about it. People have been writing about it, how great it is. They're posting on social media. Let's talk about, is it good, is it bad? We're going to talk about that a little bit. Before we get going, hit that like and subscribe down below. Please share this with your friends. The reason I make these videos is because I'm trying to give unbiased, honest, scientific-based information. I've been a trainer for 28 years. I've owned a gym almost 11 years. It'll be 11 years next week. The whole point of this is to try to pass on good information to everybody out there. There's a lot of garbage when it comes to fitness. There's a lot of myths and garbage out there. I say garbage twice there. So the goal on this is to try to give you as much information as I can give you, and hopefully you will make better decisions than a lot of other people have made. All right, 75-day Go Hard Challenge basically is pretty simple. There's 7 rules in it. We're gonna break down the rules as we go. And it basically is about how to get you more fit in 75 days. Some I agree with, some I disagree with. I think there's great things in those rules, and I think there's some dumb rules in there too. So let's break them down one by one. Rule number 1, follow the diet. Now, they're not incredibly clear with the diet. If you just look it up, there's not a whole lot of information on what they want you to eat. The assumption would be to eat pretty clean, right? You eat a clean diet, don't eat a lot of junk food. One of the rules in that diet is that you do not cheat at all for 75 days. Now, I'll tell you, I have a little bit of an issue with that. And the only reason for that is it's not that I like to eat junk food all the time. It isn't. It's because I feel like teaching somebody to do better food-wise is important, but you have to have a reasonable expectation. If your expectation is 75 days straight, okay, great. Anybody can do 75 days. It's hard, it's a lot, but you can do it if you put your mind to it and you grit your teeth a little bit and you just do it. The problem with it is, have you learned to have a better relationship with food? Probably not. And that is the be-all and end-all when it comes to food. You need to have a different relationship with food and know how to have some cheat meals, but at the same time have most of your meals be healthy and learn where calories come from. So saying, I'm never gonna eat junk food is a dumb thing because no one will follow it. So I have a little bit of an issue with that. I do think you should follow a diet plan. It's not necessarily a diet, but a diet plan. But saying not cheating for 75 days, you're not teaching anybody any good. All right. Part 2, rule number 2, you are doing 2 45-minute workouts a day. All right, not a fan of that. And the reason that is, how much time do you really have? Like, yes, some people who are, 20 years old and you can work out whenever you want. And I'm not just, I'm not at you guys over anything, but those of us who have kids, careers, whatever, it gets hard to have 2 45-minute workouts a day. Now, given I tend to work out twice a day. I'll get on the treadmill or the bike in the morning for like 20 minutes. It's not long. And then I work out in the afternoon. So I am doing 2 a day. It's not every single day. I take the weekends off. And on top of that, it's not 45 minutes a pop. I think you should be able to do everything you need to do in 45 minutes. You don't need 7 days a week. You don't need 75 straight days of exercise. You need days off. It's good for you. It helps your body recover. Fitness and exercise is the stimulus to get fit. You get fit by eating well and sleeping. You don't get fit grinding away in the gym all the time, though people think that. So 75 days straight of exercise, probably not the greatest idea. And on top of that, 2 a day, definitely not a good idea. So I have an issue with that. I wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't do that, period. I'd say again, I'm not actually doing this. All right, number 3, drink 4 liters of water a day. Couldn't be more on board with that if I wanted to be. Listen, 4 liters of water, most people do not drink enough water. Most people just don't, and you need to drink more water. It is super important for you to drink water. You want to be healthy, you need to hydrate. You want to be able to perform at your best, you need to hydrate. If you want to exercise, you need to hydrate. If you want to feel good, have a good brain, most of your body is made of water. You need to drink water. It is important to drink water. If you're one of those people that's just drinking a little bit from time to time, it's not a good thing. I remember seeing my dad one time, his knee was sore, the bathroom's upstairs, he didn't want to go upstairs much, he started drinking less water. Got super dehydrated, and he was confused. He didn't even know who the hell he was, what was going on. He thought daytime was nighttime, and it was bad until he got an IV in him. So dehydration is a real thing. 4 liters of water a day, I think that's a great rule. Rule number 4. I'm getting confused with the numbers here. Rule number 4, read 10 pages of nonfiction every day. I think this is great. It doesn't really have to do with exercise or fitness, but listen, I am a huge fan of nonfiction. I think this is how you learn. I tell my kids all the time, like, history is super important. We should learn from it. It's an important thing to stay on top of. So you want to keep doing that. So stay on top of it. reading nonfiction every day, great idea. You should read nonfiction on a regular basis. Don't stop doing that. All right, number 5. We're finally at number 5. 1 5-minute cold shower daily. All right, I've tried the cold showers. There's a lot of scientific evidence to say that cold showers are actually good for you. There's a lot of stuff out there. People say it's great for you. It's going to, build up immunities and it's great for your body. It's like people rolling around in the, in the snow and then jump in the hot tub or vice versa. If you want to do it, do it. There's a lot of good information for that. People sit in ice baths and things like that. I am not a fan, personally. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I've tried it. I don't like it. My son does it. He likes it. I've never been a fan. I'm probably never going to be a fan. I have tried some a little bit once in a while, but I can't get into it. It kind of annoys me. It drives me nuts. I'm like, not a fan, don't want to do it. So really, do I say, like, on a fitness side of things, for a cold shower, yes, there's a lot of positives for that. And if you're someone who can grind through it and do it, you should. I mean, that's why people do cryo freezing and stuff and, sit in ice baths and, like I said, all those things. There's a lot of positives that can happen to your body if you do those things. I would suggest you do them if you can stomach them. I am a wimp, so I don't. That's really the only reason. So I'm not going to say that it's bad for you or that I disagree with the idea of that rule number 5. I think the rule number 5 is great if you can do it. If you can, if you're like me, it is what it is. Like, you can get fit without being in cold showers or cold baths. All right, number 6, take a progression picture every day. Progress picture every single day. Not a fan of the progress pictures daily. And the reason for that is you're not going to see changes day by day by day. They're very minuscule, right? You're going to see changes week by week. You change maybe every 3 days. The most I would do is every 3rd day. And the reason is it seems like a lot. You got to take a picture every single day, and then you're comparing, did that change? It really didn't change much. Week by week, you'll see a difference. You can see your body change, and that's what we do here at work. We take progress pictures of clients, we measure them and weigh them, but we do it weekly because it gets rid of the ups and downs. It kind of smooths out that curve, and they can see week by week on how they look. I think that's super important, but the most I would do, and I mean the most, is every 3rd day. Outside that, a progress picture every day, I guess maybe if it is to just get you into the headspace of taking progress pictures, I would try it, I guess. It can't hurt you to take a progress picture every day, but I would not. I think it's a lot of work, a lot of pictures, and you really can get the same bang for your buck if you do it every week. I don't know why they're doing it that way. I personally wouldn't do it that way. That's not my style. I think you see better result if you take it weekly or every 3rd or 4th day. And with that, you get the positive result rather than taking a picture every single day. But hey, that's me. Everybody's different. If you feel that that's something you would do, feel free. But I personally, professionally, I would not do it that way. Number 7 is probably my favorite one. 1 random act of kindness every day. Look, I think this is a cool one. It's kind of goes along with the reading nonfiction every day. Doing something positive that you're not expecting anything for is a good thing to do. It just helps you. My mom used to like to talk to everybody at the grocery store, and it drove me nuts. Honestly, she'd go to the cash register, she'd be, hey, how was your day? What's going on? And she didn't know these people. She would just talk to everybody. That's who she was. Flash forward now as an adult, I do all the same things, and my kids are annoyed by it. But you know what? It is good to interact with people, and especially if you can do something nice for somebody, it doesn't need to be anything big. You don't have to go bananas and say, I'm going to do this enormous, big thing. Small things mean a lot to people. They really do. You hold open a door for somebody, that could be a big deal. You pick something up off the ground for somebody they drop, that's a big deal. I was following a lady into this store the other day. She dropped her wallet out of her purse. She didn't notice it. I came up, I picked it up off the ground. I said, ma'am, you dropped your wallet. She said, oh, thank you very much. You know what? That probably was helpful for her because obviously she didn't lose a wallet. It was nice for me because I felt like I did something nice for her. Holding open a door, really easy to do. Helping somebody with their groceries if they need it and they're not going to be too COVID crazy around it. There's a lot of nice things you can do, and it does make you feel good, and feeling good is the whole point of this thing, I think, in a lot of ways. If you want to get fit physically and you want to feel like a different person and feel like a better person, do nice things for people. It really doesn't hurt you. In fact, I used to say to my kids all the time, doing nice things doesn't diminish you, it raises you up. And every time you do a nice thing, you raise yourself up. It's good for you. It will make you feel better, and it will make you a better person. So I think this is one of the best ones of the 7 that they have out there. 100%. All right, so those are the 7. I disagree with some. I agree with others. Let me know what you think. Would you do 75 days hard challenge? Some people are all over it. Some people are on round 2 or round 3. I mean, it's become a thing out there. What do you think? Is this something you would try? Write it up down below. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.